If your organization has multiple locations or departments, you can schedule them all together in one when to work account. Or you could split them into linked accounts. A group of linked accounts shares billing, so your total employees are still calculated all together for one low subscription rate. But the accounts themselves are actually separate from one another and totally independent of each other. If you have employees who are shared between locations, we normally recommend that you keep everyone in one account. If you go to Employees Positions Grid, you can see a list of all of your positions, and you can identify which employees can work which positions. As you can see here in this account, some employees work only Galleria shifts, whereas other employees work only Plaza shifts. But there are employees who work in both locations. Rather than simply have one position called cashier, in this account you'll see a Galleria cashier and a Plaza cashier. Instead of just enabling an employee to work as a cashier, allowing them to be assigned to any location, you can specify the location at which they'll work cashier shifts. Location-specific positions allow you to keep employees separate when you like, or view them all together. All you have to do is check them off, either for just Galleria shifts, just Plaza shifts, or both. When it's time to schedule, you may have different managers creating the schedule for each of your locations. To make this process simple, come over to the Positions dropdown and click Select Group Positions. You can make a group for all of your Galleria positions. Simply check them off and name it Galleria. Now, when you filter your schedule to the group Galleria, you can see Galleria shifts. But if you go back to All Positions, you can see all of the shifts on your schedule. You'll want to create a group for each location to allow viewing each location's shifts together. You could also create position groups for specific jobs, like cashiers. If you ever want to see all of your cashiers across all locations at once, you could group the various different cashier positions from the different locations into one group called cashiers. Now you can easily filter your schedule. You can see just Plaza shifts, just Galleria shifts, or maybe just all cashier shifts. Or, of course, you can always go back to all positions and see every shift in your account in one place. When it's time to create a new schedule, managers can filter to just their own group. When they go to import a template, they have the option to filter to just their own shifts or to import all shifts. When managers filter to just their own group, any actions they take won't impact the rest of the positions. Everyone can still use a shared template, or you could create separate templates for each manager. Click to import. Because you are filtered to the group Plaza, no other shifts were brought in. There are only Plaza shifts on the schedule. Other managers can import their shifts, and they can also autofill separately. When the Galleria manager clicks to autofill, they have the option to stay with just the Galleria shifts. You can see only the Galleria shifts have been assigned. When the Plaza managers are ready, they could autofill those shifts or manually schedule them, or do whatever's appropriate for their own department without impacting other departments. Notice that at the bottom of every schedule, you can click Schedule History. That will give you a timestamp and identify the manager who took each action. It shows whether they were filtered to just their own group or not. This is very handy for keeping track of multiple managers scheduling multiple departments. When a manager is ready to publish the schedule so that their employees can see their new shifts, they'll click Publish. You can publish the whole schedule for one or more weeks at once, Or if you prefer, you can click Selected Positions. Under the Selected Positions tab, choose your group, check off the positions you'd like to publish, and click Publish. The Plaza group is published, but the Galleria group is not. The schedule is partially published. The red line means that the schedule is fully published, but purple line means that it's only partially published. When you select a position, it will be shaded in purple to let you know that its shifts are published. You can also see that there is a purple line under each position name to let you know that that position has been published. As you can see here, the Galleria shifts don't have that line. When they're ready, their manager can simply publish those Galleria shifts. And now the whole schedule is published, so it no longer says partially published. And now there's a full red line. When everyone is scheduled in one shared account, your managers can filter views. When it's time to approve time off requests, managers will see their own employees, but they'll also see other employees. But if they filter the list to their own group, they'll see only their employees. Luke Aaron works at the Galleria, so his time off requests show when you filtered on Galleria. But if you filter on Plaza, he's not there. So if managers filter to their groups, they won't be confused by seeing requests from other managers' employees. Similarly, when looking at trades awaiting approval, the filters will allow them to see only their own people. So under Galleria, we see a request to trade Galleria shifts. But under Plaza, we see pickup requests for Plaza shifts. Because managers cannot be restricted to manage only a specific group of employees, in some cases, you may want to create a group of linked accounts instead of scheduling everyone in one account.